Hello and welcome to Ivy Education. This is a low budget UK profile by a qualified teacher with some felt tip pens, and I am here to spread some love for apostrophes. Today we're looking at apostrophes to show belonging. You should be really familiar with this rule by now after watching my other videos, so a very quick recap. You put the owner's name, you put the apostrophe, you think does it sound right, if not you add an S. Okay, so as we're on our third session showing abbreviation for belonging, I've chosen something a little bit more interesting today for the example. So we've got a street sign and it says St James Street. And then we have another street sign that says St James's Street. Both are correct. So let's look at these in a little bit more detail. We've got the owner's name. Let's look at the first one first. We've got St James. We've then put the apostrophe, and then we've got the street. So we know that the street belongs to St James. That is correct. Let's look at the next one. Again, the street belongs to St James. So we've got St James apostrophe. However, in this instance, a decision was made that actually it would sound quite good to have an S after the apostrophe. And you know what? That's fine too. The only thing it really changes is how you say it. So the first one is St James Street, and the second one is St James's Street. But both are correct and both mean the same thing. Here we have the quiz, so if you haven't had a go at this yet, now is the time to pause this presentation so you can have a go yourself. And if you want to know the answers, just keep on listening. Okay, so let's talk through the answers together. So, the sheep's wool is green. Now, we can see that there is more than one sheep. We also know that we need to show belonging because we're saying that the wool belongs to the sheep. Now, here's the tricky thing, or maybe it's not tricky. Sheep is singular, but it is also plural. So that means that if you're showing one sheep or if you're showing lots of sheep, it's still just sheep. You don't have an S to show plural in this instance. So we put down the sheep because that's the owner, even though it's lots of sheep. We then put in our apostrophe, and then we've decided actually it sounds pretty good to have an S in there. So there we have it. The sheep apostrophe S, wool is green. And you know what? It would be exactly the same sentence if we were talking about one sheep or lots of sheep. Let's look at the next one. The sock's hole is getting bigger. Now, we can see we're only talking about one sock, and we need to show belonging because there's the hole that belongs to the sock. So we put down the owner's name, the sock, we put in our apostrophe, and then we've decided to put in an S because we think that sounds good. The sock's hole is getting bigger. So that's sock apostrophe S. We then look at the final one. Her left shoe's red leather is funky. So we're definitely only talking about one shoe because it's her left shoe. She definitely only has one of those. And we're saying that the red leather belongs to that shoe. So we know we're going to need an apostrophe. So we put down the owner, her left shoe. We then put in our apostrophe, and then we've decided that it sounds good to have an S. So there we have it. Her left shoe's red leather is funky, and that's shoe apostrophe S. How did you get on? Let us know in the comments. I hope you found this useful. Don't forget to come back tomorrow and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!